What if I told you that you could save 10 plus years of training if you just stick until the end of this video and implement everything that I tell you? This is the same method that I've used to stay on track with my training and get 3 semi-pro trials in 3 months. And make sure you stick until the end because all the points that I mentioned here builds upon the previous one, with the most important one being at the end. Discipline is something that we all struggle with, and that's why locking in seems impossible. But you can train yourself to lock in or be more disciplined without actually beating yourself up or working harder. And this is how you do it. A lot of us like to use the excuse that we don't have time. And you know what? You're probably right, because for the most part, you don't have time. You have to make time. Take Ronaldo as an example. Ronaldo could have very easily said that he doesn't have time to train on his own. After all, if training started at 9 o'clock, he'd have to get up at 7, get ready by 7:30, drive there at 8 o'clock, and then he'd probably arrive there at 8:30, which leaves him with half an hour to get ready and have breakfast with the team and mingle around. It seemed like there would be no time for the regular person, but he was already there at 6:45 in the morning. And he didn't arrive at the training ground 6:45. He was there training at 6:45 a.m. Kobe Bryant would wake up at 4 a.m. and get 2 workouts in before his teammates even entered in the gym. But why were they so crazy? Why were they so adamant on training more than everyone else? And it's because they understood one very simple thing, and that is time is the only resource that you cannot get back. Right now is the oldest and the youngest you will ever be, and you're never getting this moment back. And the thing is, you don't even need all that much of time. You only need an hour a day. And if you think that you don't have an hour a day, go and look at your screen time, and I promise you that you will be able to find an hour a day. And if you still can't find an hour a day, at least start with half an hour a day. Over time, you will realize there will be slots that open up for you to do more training throughout the day. But even with the time, most people just can't seem to do the same things over and over again. They start all strong, they're excited, and then after a week, everything just dies down and they lose momentum. But the truth is, repetition is where all greatness lies. Because it's never about doing one massive thing, it's about doing 1,000 small things that add up into one massive thing. If you go to the gym tomorrow for 9 hours, you're not going to see any progress. But if you go to the gym for an hour over the next 9 months, you're definitely going to see a lot of progress. And the best way that you can stay in momentum is to keep doing something every single day. You could play basketball or take up boxing. As long as you teach your body to move, it will learn. You just want to build the habit of doing something every single day so that it takes you closer to your goals. And you know what? I think that there is magic in doing things in massive volumes. It just shows you what you're made of. Every time you break a new limit, you learn that you have the capacity to do so much more work than you once thought you could. It's like inverse PTSD or workload therapy exposure. You just get yourself to do so much of work just to see what you're made of. It's just there to give you a sense of belief that if you had to, you could do this amount of work. You've done it in the past and you didn't die. You'll be fine. You'll survive this as well because you have survived it in the past. Just a few weeks ago, I was set to record 4 YouTube videos. And then that night, something came up and I had to go. And I knew that by the time I came back, it would be really late and I probably wouldn't want to record a video anymore. But on that day, I figured, what if I just did it? So I purposely set my room up before I left so I would have to record the videos. I came back at 10:15 at night and recorded 2 videos, and then I had a late dinner, and by the time I finished everything, it was already 11:30 p.m. And normally by this time, I wouldn't do any work because it is my time to wind down and get to bed. But on that day, I figured, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna record 2 more videos because why not? Let's just see if I can handle this. And you know what? I got through those 2 videos. I finished it at 12:30 a.m. I woke up at 7:30 a.m. the next day and hit a new top speed during my speed session after a long time. And even right now, as I'm recording this, it's 11:41 p.m. And the only reason I know that I can sit here and record this is because I have done it in the past. But I only found out that I had it in me because I pushed myself through. I broke a new limit, and now here I am. But the sad truth is that you could be doing all the above and still not seeing the results that you want. And that's because you're not working to improve, but rather you're working to look busy. And this method that I'm about to share with you has helped me make more progress in the last 3 years than I have in the previous 7. Because no matter how big your goals are, there is a chance that there's a path out there that is a lot shorter and easier that will help you get to your goals a lot quicker. Imagine the top of the mountain being your ultimate goal. Either you want to play for your country or you want to be a professional footballer. And in order to reach the top of the mountain, you have to go through this maze. Now, in order to go through the maze, there are many different paths. Some of those paths are dead ends, some of them are dangerous, some will lead you to your goal, but it's a long, pain, suffering path. And I don't know about you, but I've been on this really long path for a really long time, and it's not the most fun. So, what is the shortest path to the top of the mountain? And the answer is to be able to stand on the top of the mountain, look down, and pick your path. And this is also known as starting with the end in mind. Let's take an example of wanting to squat 100 kilos. What would you have to do every single day for you to be able to squat 100 kilos in a year? Well, that would include a lot of squatting, obviously, but it would also include a pretty good nutrition plan, a pretty good recovery plan, and also doing all the other stability and accessory exercises to help make your squat a lot stronger. You would have to put a plan in place that not only challenges you, but also ensures that you're doing the right things so you see the progress that you want. Because without a plan, you could go to the gym every single day and still not see the results that you want. Now, repetition, systems, and discipline are only one part of the equation. If you want sustained consistency, there's one identity shift that you also have to make. And if you want to know what that is, check it out here. But thank you for watching. I hope you've gained something valuable from this video.